So the Nintendo 64 had a lot of accessories, and let's talk about them. These are just the ones that I remember, and there's probably a lot more. There was the microphone, which you plugged into the controller port. I heard it sucked. And then the expansion pack, which was only required for 2 games that you'd put here. And it's $50. And Majora's Mask is one of those 2 games, and I love Majora's Mask, but it's $50 for the expansion pack, $50 for the game, so I probably will never get it. Who knows? Maybe I will someday. Yeah, the expansion pack was kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. On the back of the controller, it had the controller pack, which the only thing I could think of that for was for saving your time trials in Mario Kart. And then there was the Rumble pack, which made your controller shake. And then there was the Pokemon trading thing, which I'm not a Pokemon fan, so I don't really know much about that. But one stupid thing I found on Amazon, though, was it is something that attaches to here, and it attaches to the wall to, like, hold up your controller on the wall. That's a dumb thing. And on the bottom here, there's one of Nintendo's biggest failures. It was a floppy disk add-on that was released in Japan that was supposed to go with the 64, and it was a failure because it was released in the late 90s, a floppy disk add-on. Yeah, who could have guessed that a floppy disk add-on in the late 90s would have been a complete failure, and, like, now one used is like a few $1,000s. Kind of reminds me of how the Famicom had the floppy disk add-on too, called the Famicom Disk System, but that one was more successful because it was the mid-80s when that came out. And the Satellaview add-on for the Super Nintendo that attached to the bottom, that was pretty cool. Like, not the biggest success, but it was pretty cool. Really, the only one that utilized a bottom port on any Nintendo consoles that was a decent success was the Game Boy player for the GameCube. Like, oh, I forgot one. The RF adapter that would plug into here, because I want to get it. And self-explanatory. Adapted it to RF so you could plug it into old TVs, and it was sold separately. I'm probably going to order one off eBay because I'm old and I actually like RF because it helps me micromanage my cables better. RF sucks. Its video quality and audio quality are horrible, and it's kind of tricky to get, but the fact that you can have everything run through everything is very sweet, because then you manage your cables better.